Before we get into the video, just listen to the rain. Doesn't it sound peaceful? Don't you feel at ease? Feel serene. All right, with that serenity building up inside your body and your meditation done, let's get into this video. Before I do that, give the video a thumbs up. Subs, give the video a thumbs up. If you really like this video, subscribe to the channel because it is what helps me out the most. So let's get into it. The WBC's new weight class is not called Super Cruiserweight. It is called the Bridgerweight weight class, and it will go from 200 to 224. That is what they are suggesting. Now, they are trying to get Usyk to fight Deontay Wilder to see who will be the champion of this weight class, this newly formed weight class. Now, how do I feel about this? I don't like it at all. I'm going to tell you why. Because there has been a long tradition of what heavyweights are in boxing, okay? And this takes away from that. Not only does it take away from it, but it's almost like a franchise status with the WBC because they also said that the champion of the Bridgerweight can still fight heavyweights, but the heavyweights can't fight them for the title. So again, it's just a bullshit belt that the WBC is looking to make to have another division, more sanctioning fees, more belts to make money off of. I don't like it at all. I do not like it at all because then if you got heavyweights, now they're going to have to cut weight if they want to partake in this Bridger belt. So if they want it, now you're going to have heavyweights trying to cut weight to make weight. And that's one of the good advantages about being a heavyweight, that you don't have to make weight. Then you got to think about it. If you take all the boxers out, right, 224 and below, so you're going to have guys who are on the smaller end of heavyweights who are around 240, but they can make 224, right? So all they got to do is just cut weight to go from 240, 245 to 224, and they could do it. They could do it pretty easily. So with that being said, now you're taking even more people out of the talent pool of heavyweight. So now you're left with not as many people competing at heavyweight because now you've got a new division where, let's say, a guy who's 6'4" like Dillian White doesn't want to fight guys that is 6'9" like Tyson Fury, 6'7" like Deontay Wilder. Well, he'll just drop weight, make the limit, blow back up to 260, and then it's still no difference. Now you've got guys who are 200 pounds fighting guys who come in fight night 260 pounds just like they would if they never touched it. That's the issue. Like it really does not do anything because these heavyweights that can drop weight, that are willing to drop weight, they will drop weight, and then by fight night, they will be identical to the size they was if they never dropped weight, or identical to the size they was if it just remained heavyweight. That's why it's dumb. It's a dumb division. It's dumb. It's dumb. I'm sorry. It's dumb. And you know what? I felt gutted. I'm so gutted. Gutted. With my tea, I'm gutted. Praise to the queen, I'm gutted. Fuck that dude right there. Like, he is on the board. He's the head of the council to make this dumbass weight class. And I believe he suggested it because he got his ass lit up. Not only did he get his ass lit up, but he got his ass lit up by a cruiserweight. By a cruiserweight. It's not like he got knocked the fuck out by Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. He got beat by Usyk, who was a cruiserweight. So what the fuck are you complaining for, Tony Bellew? It's just dumb. I don't like it. Like I said, it's going to take away from the talent pool. Then you're going to have true heavyweights who are just going to diet or weight drain themselves by losing a little bit of water weight, make weight at 224. Then they're just going to be the same size of 250 to 260 by fight night they would have been if they never made weight. And then it's going to be an easier division for these guys to take advantage of guys who are around 200 pounds on the smaller side. Whereas before, you would have had guys weighing around 215 to 224, dropping weight to make cruiserweight. Now they're going to be stuck fighting guys who are way too big for them because they should be at cruiserweight. But now because of this weight class, they'll no longer be able to compete at cruiserweight and they have to fight at the Bridger weight, which in turn means they're going to have to fight heavyweights that they would have never had to fight. It's dumb. Now, with that being said, let's get to the last half of this. Deontay Wilder. How do I feel about Deontay Wilder getting a title shot at this new weight class? Well, I don't really have nothing negative to say about it. The only reason why I say that is if you're going to start a new division, you would have to look at smaller heavyweights, weight-wise. I would say probably ex-world titleists to be your front runners for it to be successful. So being that Deontay Wilder normally comes in sub 220, he's been above 220, but that's not his natural size. His natural size is around like 214, 215. He'll make weight, even at his biggest, I think he weighed in, I could be wrong. All you Wilder fanboys, correct me where I'm wrong, but I want to say his biggest ever weight was close to 230, but I don't think he weighed in at 230. I think it was like 228. So, I mean, it's almost like this weight class was tailor-made to his body weight, his natural size. So, with him being an ex-champion, having 10 title defenses, I would say it makes sense to let him fight for the title of the new division first. It makes perfect sense. Who else would you put in there against him? I don't know. I mean, would Usyk do it? I highly doubt it because he's about to fight AJ. And he said he's not getting out of the way. So do I think the Usyk-Deontay Wilder fight would be a good fight? Yeah, it would be a good fight because in this new weight class that I don't agree with, neither guy would cut weight because they're both naturally around that 224 weight limit. So they would just be able to walk in and not really have to do anything special to fight in that division. So I think it makes sense. If not Usyk, I would say Deontay Wilder versus like Michael Hunter would probably be a good one. Michael Hunter is a cruiserweight that moved up. He's looking impressive. A lot of people argue that he beat Povetkin when they fought. So, and then he was an undefeated cruiserweight till he lost to Usyk. So there's that person right there. I think that would be the front runners for it if Usyk turns it down, which he more than likely would. I would say Deontay Wilder versus Michael Hunter would make the bout. That's who you want to see fight for the championship title. And then I don't know what guys are going to sign up for this Bridgerweight because I think the WBC is the only one that's on board with this. So all the other organizations, they're not going to have this Bridgerweight title. They're all going to be heavyweights. And I don't know how many heavyweights are actually going to go over there. You might have a lot doing what I said. They just drop weight, then come back in natural size to take advantage of the system. I think I see more loopholes in it than it really rectifying anything. Again, 224 is too close to 240, 250. It's not going to keep the 240, 250 guys away. It's too close. Now, if you wanted to make it at a lower weight, say like you could have done 200 to say 210, that might have worked. But even then, I think it's dumb. Because, again, when you put this division in there, you're pulling from talent pool. You're either pulling from the cruiserweight talent pool, or if this Bridgerweight goes through, like it sounds like it's going through, you're pulling from the heavyweight talent pool, and then you have less heavyweights. And boxing is not at an all-time high. It's actually decreasing in fandom. So, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I don't like it, but I do agree that if you are going to do it, it should be Deontay Wilder. He should be the front runner for it because he held that heavyweight title for as long as he did. It's irrelevant who he fought, who he beat. The fact of the matter is he's an ex-world champion and he had multiple defenses. And if you're starting something new that's right there at his natural body weight, he should be the front runner for sure. I just think if Usyk doesn't do it, I think Michael Hunter would be the best candidate. Let me know what y'all think, though. Hit up that comment section.